Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. I went down on Saturday to Burgess Antiques in Galesburg, made the final arrangements for the demo. It's going to happen next Saturday between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. Now, I'll probably be there a little early, and I more than likely will stay a little late. But the actual demo is going to happen between 11 and 3. One of the things that I wanted to have for the demo is a display so that I can put the saws up and people can see them. And I've wanted to have a good saw till to put on the tool wall down in the basement. So I'm going to take this opportunity and make a saw till. I have an idea how I want to make it, so I'm going to set about with paper and pencil, figure out all the details. I want to make a saw till. Now the saw till should hold 12 saws. Each saw requires about 1.25 inches for the handle and a little gap on either side. So 12 times 1.25 is 15 inches. Just for the sake of making things simpler, I'm going to use these as the markers for the inches. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now because I'm going to have my drawing on this piece of paper, I'm going to change the scale a little bit and say that's the break point. This is actually 26 inches from there to there. And this one is 15. From there to there. I'm going to be using this 3/4 inch poplar board, which is 7.25 inches wide. So looking at it from the edge, bottom edge is 7.25. Top edge is going to be about 2 inches. (26 inches overall. I'm going to take this piece of 3.5 inch poplar and I'm going to rip it in half. So I end up with about a 2-inch riser on the bottom. That'll give me enough room for the handle to stick down below that. So across here, (2 inches. And I'm going to mortise that into the end of my side panel. 3/4 inch. Now on the back side, I'm going to have another 2-inch piece up here at the top, one at the middle, and one at the bottom. (15 inches in between plus 3/4 on either side. That makes it come out to 16.5 overall.
That's a real crude drawing, but it'll give me an idea of where I'm going and lets me put some numbers together so that I can say exactly how big this thing is going to be. That means I need 1, 2, 3, and 4, because there's one behind here. 4 pieces 16.5 inches long. Four pieces 16.5 by 2 inches by 3/4 of an inch. Then I need two 26-inch pieces. By 7 1/4 by 3/4. Now we're going to make some adjustments based on materials on hand. I have 48 inches. 4 pieces 16.5 inches long won't come out 48 inches. So I can either make the till narrower, which will mean I won't be able to put 12 saws in it, or I can reduce the width of the cross pieces and say I'm going to have 2 of these smaller. So I've got 2 of them 2 inches wide. That'll leave about 1 3/8. So if I make this 2, this 1 3/8, and this one 1 3/8, I can have the 2 2-inch ones and 2 3/8 out of that 48-inch piece. This is just a support for the saws to lean against. It doesn't carry a lot of weight. So I think I can do that. 1 3/8 on the top and in the middle, and then 2 inches there. 1 3/8, 1 3/8, 2 inch, and 2 inch. So I only need 2 16.5 by 2 inch by 3/4, and I need 2 16.5 by 1 3/8 by 3/4. And I can make that out of my existing stock. Now another way to conserve stock is I know that I can take this taper, and by judiciously cutting it, I can end up with a board to the size that I need. Two inches. That's the tip of the angle. Seven 1/4. So what is this line? Going along here and going along there. If I say this needs to be 7 1/4, what is this angle so that this comes out and I have a 2 inch length of 7 1/4, and have 2 inches here So I end up cutting a much shorter section out of my big board with a lot less waste than if I just cut 2 pieces out and tossed away the angle. Now I'm going to go to the board and see if I can make some sense out of that.
If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all.